Mayor Greenberg announced the first downtown Louisville building conversion project. The Louisville Fire Department held a promotion ceremony for 7 of their members, and a new convention is coming to Louisville in 2026. All that and more on Louisville This Week. I'm John Ramsey, Director of City Partnerships. The 10-story Jefferson County Fiscal Court building will be converted to 106 new apartments as the first downtown Louisville building conversion project.
Downtown Louisville is getting safer, stronger, and healthier every day. More people are going to be moving to downtown Louisville to live, to work, to shop, to enjoy themselves. And so much of this is thanks to our partnership with the Kentucky General Assembly and their $100 million investment commitment that they made to downtown Louisville. That money is going to work in downtown now, and you are seeing the projects move forward. One of the things that we have done is to create the Downtown Louisville Building Conversion Program. This is a transformative initiative that's going to help convert some of the vacant office buildings that we have in downtown Louisville into dynamic residential, hospitality, and entertainment destinations. And today, we're thrilled to announce the first recipient of some of those funds. Just behind me is the Jefferson County Fiscal Court building. This historic government building will be reimagined into modern residential housing that will include significant affordable housing units as well. Wayland Ventures is leading the redevelopment of this historic building.
Built as part of Roosevelt's New Deal in 1938, on the heels of the 1937 flood, the Fiscal Court building was built as a practical solution to bring scattered county office workers together into one building. Utilizing the Downtown Louisville Building Conversion Funds, in addition to historic tax credits, the conversion of the Fiscal Court building will bring over 100 apartments to the heart of downtown.
With a mix of 1, 2, and studio bedroom units. 1/3 of these units approximately are going to be designated as affordable units. And residents will have access to community-focused amenities, including a fitness space and other live-work areas.
A strong downtown is vital for the overall strength of the city. For Louisville to thrive, downtown must thrive. So I would like to thank the mayor, the Metro Council, and the Kentucky General Assembly for recognizing this and making historic investments in downtown Louisville.
Also during his weekly press update, Mayor Greenberg addressed the protests happening in Los Angeles.
The first and foremost role of city government is to protect individuals who live here. And that's going to remain our focus. So I can just speak for Louisville and Kentucky that I know here in Louisville we are prepared. We hope that everyone continues all of the announcement we've heard about other protests that are coming about these matters, have stressed their focus on peaceful protests and non-violence. There are places where that can occur, and I appreciate the organizers focusing on that, on expressing their First Amendment rights and with their words and going no further than that. But I think it's important that cities and state have the ability to deal with the local public safety issues. There's no need for escalation of any of these issues, whether it's about this or anything else. Escalating confrontations does not help. I'm one who likes to resolve by talking to one another, to working things out with one another, and even respecting others who I disagree with. And so I'm hopeful that things in LA calm down, that they're de-escalated.
A new convention is coming to Louisville in 2026, and Louisville Tourism is hopeful it will help spark even more excitement for other conventions to come to Louisville.
I am so pleased to be back in this city and to announce that we have chosen the city of Louisville for our 2026 Spring Marketplace Convention. Informa is actually the world's largest owner and operator of trade shows and conferences. Now, what's neat about our conference is we are actually bringing event organizers from all over the U.S. and plan all types of major sporting events down to pharmaceutical and technology launches.
This particular conference is about meeting, convention, and events. Their attendee of the conference are all meeting planners. And so ultimately we want them in our city to see our city, and hopefully they come back with their 2028 5,000 people in the future. And so that's why it's important.
When we came here for a site visit, we were blown away by the hospitality. It's a warm hug. It's a welcome. We're glad you're here. What can we do to make you happy and to keep you coming back? So it feels almost like it goes from a business relationship to a family reunion.
Louisville has hospitality in our blood. It's how I spent my career before becoming mayor, in the hospitality industry, and we're proud that you are coming back.
7 Louisville fire personnel were promoted during a ceremony held in the Mayor's Gallery of Metro Hall.
Everyone sees you all and your colleagues on the news for structure fires. They see you for high rope rescues, for some of the crazy things that seem to only happen in Louisville, Kentucky. But what they don't see, but what Deputy Mayor James and I see every day, is the assistance that you provide every day away from the TV news, from medical emergencies and so many other calls. Your courage and compassion and commitment is such an important part of our city. It's so important to what makes us safer and stronger and healthier. And I just want to thank each of you all so much for that incredible dedication. You all are constantly saving lives, protecting property, and that makes all of us in this city proud and grateful.
It is always so refreshing to see the family and friends that come out to these events, because we know that with the job that we do with the Louisville Fire Department, it's the support that we have from families and friends that means so much, that is helps us to be successful in what we do. Of course, many, many thanks to Deputy Mayor James, Mayor Craig Greenberg. We know, for those of us that have been in this profession for a long time, oftentimes when you hear people say we're dedicated to public safety, what they really mean is law enforcement. But this mayor and this deputy mayor know they absolutely have our backs, and they have shown it since day one in taking care of not just one small aspect of public safety, but all of it, with their investment in the fire department, in EMS, in corrections, really trying to do the absolute best that we can for public safety, for all the community. We thank you, and for our part, we will hold up our end of the bargain, and we will not let you down.
LMPD held their bi-weekly press update.
Good morning. My name is Emily McKinley. I'm the deputy chief with LMPD. Things continue to trend in the right direction. Homicides are down 33% compared to this time last year. Same with shootings. Shootings are down 28%. And those are shooting victims, not necessarily incidents. So you may have multiple victims in one incident. Carjackings also continue to trend downward significantly at 37% down. One of the things that is trending upward right now is our business robberies. They're up about 15%. Now, if you look at the numbers, it's a difference of 4. A lot of the times, the same suspect is involved in a number of business robberies. So we have a high clearance rate with our business robberies, so we're often able to clear business robberies with a single arrest. And we get a lot of tips from the public and the media, using the media to push out surveillance video when we get suspects on video.
The last time we were gathered, we talked about the Bardstown Road corridor, the Highlands, and some of the social media posts that were out there about street takeovers. We put a plan in place this past weekend. We'll do so again this weekend to increase our patrol throughout that area, have more visibility, more walking patrols. Horse patrol will be out. Because of that, we did not have any significant issues at the Bardstown Road corridor this past weekend. On Friday, nothing really happened. We only had to tow about 5 vehicles. On Saturday, we made 2 arrests, and we towed 4 vehicles, but 1 arrest was for DUI, and 1 was for somebody that had warrants. I think we'd be naive to say that weather didn't play somewhat of a role, but these are the things that we're going to continue to do in these areas to ensure that we're not letting people disrupt everybody else's good time in these areas.
Mayor Greenberg and Chief Humphrey talked about the Louisville Consent Decree during this month's Louisville Forum.
The United States Justice Department drops the Louisville Metro Police Department Consent Decree. So what happens next? As the title suggests, today's program is about what is happening right now, current plans, and what we can expect for Louisville in the future.
We are educated by our past. We're not handcuffed by our past. And so we take the lessons that are in that DOJ report, and we are trying to build a culture that learns from those lessons and is constantly looking for ways to improve. We took another look at our mission statement recently. The mission statement of Louisville Metro Police was a little bit long, something that no one really remembered. It was developed back pre-merger and hasn't really been incorporated into the fabric of who we are. And I think it's very important that the officers and the men and women, sworn and civilian, buy into and have ownership of who we are in that mission statement.
So when we focus on public safety, We are looking at this as a comprehensive effort. It's not just about police department reforms and improvements. It's also about continuing the progress that under Chief Humphrey's leadership we're making in reducing violent crime. For those of you who don't know, year to date this year in Louisville, shootings and homicides are down 30%, just over last year. That is tremendous progress. That said, we have a big way to still go. We have to continue doing and double down and move faster and continue in this direction to bring that number down even further.
You can watch the full Louisville Forum program right here on Metro TV each Wednesday at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m.
I'm Jaron Bonifine, and I work for Clean Collaborative. We do a whole lot. We go around the city and we try to make sure that we're cleaning the roadways, the overpasses in different neighborhoods and stuff like that to make sure that we're keeping our environment clean and making sure we're keeping our ecosystem right. Day in the life of Clean Collaborative, I say we get here, we make sure we're doing our stretches and stuff because that's the most important thing, because if you don't stretch, don't get yourself right for the morning, you risk injuries and all that type of stuff. But after that, we get our assignments for the day, our different routes, where we're gonna be at our areas and stuff. And then after that, we hit the road, we get to it. The biggest thing I wish people knew about Clean Collaborative and just us in solid waste and bulk waste, we need the community's help. Like, it can't just be us, volunteers and just different things, like just making sure that we all do our part. Like you said, we all want a clean city. We want our kids to grow up in a clean city, our nieces, nephews, and everybody else. So that's my main thing and my biggest goal, or just what I would ask other people, you know what I mean, to consider when they're out on the streets and stuff like that. Don't throw stuff on the ground, you know what I mean? Like, because we got to come back and get that. If people just start throwing stuff and they start piling up, you're just gonna have a whole city just full of trash and stuff. We don't want that. I might get an extra piece of paper, or I might go a little bit further than the 6 feet rule that the city has applied. So it's like, that's my biggest thing, like just doing a little extra, you know what I mean?
We have a recap of the regularly scheduled Louisville Metro Council meeting.
Hello, I'm Brent Ackerson, your Metro Council President, and the Metro Council representative for District 26. We've just concluded our latest Metro Council meeting, and here are some key highlights.
The Council approved a resolution endorsing recommendations from the United States Department of Justice regarding the improvement of the Louisville Metro Police Department, adopted the Louisville Loop Master Plan as an amendment to the 2040 Comprehensive Plan, approved a resolution honoring Reverend Dr. Frank M. Smith Jr. by dedicating the northwest corner of Krupp Park Drive and Preston Highway in his honor. Reverend Smith served as the founder and pastor of Christ Church for Our Community for 20 years and is currently the Senior Vice President and Chief Operating Officer at Simmons College of Kentucky. Approved an ordinance closing portions of Franklin Street east of Jackson Street and Jackson Street between East Main Street and Witherspoon Street related to the Sluggerfield development. The council approved an ordinance closing an unimproved portion of North 12th Street and High Street north of Rowan Street for the Waterfront Park Phase 4. Approved a resolution to relinquish on behalf of Metro government and transfer the title, ownership, maintenance, and operation of a city street to the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet until the completion of the 3rd Street's two-way conversion. The council approved zoning of properties at the following locations: 8915 Old Bardstown Road, 11401 Race Road, 5862 Newcut Road, and 7419 Star Lane, 3504 Garland Avenue, 5820 East Manslick Road, and a portion of 8908 Maple Road. And finally, the council approved neighborhood development funds for the St. Joseph Children's Home 176th annual picnic on Saturday, August 9th, and costs associated with the Algonquin Pool grand reopening community event. Council members Rui and McCraney recognized Reverend Dr. Frank M. Smith Jr. for his contributions to the community.
Thank you for staying engaged and interested in your local Metro government. Remember, you can watch all our meetings live on Louisville Metro TV, Spectrum Channel 184, or tune in online at louisvilleky.primegov.com/public/portal. Your voice matters to us. If you have any questions, concerns, or ideas, please reach out to your Metro Council representative online at louisvilleky.gov/Metro Council.
TARC is offering a special pass for teens this summer.
The Summer Youth Pass is something that TARC has done every year for over 20 years. And if you are a school-aged child within the Louisville region, $30. It's all you can take transit anytime, anywhere within the TARC service area all summer long from June 1st to August 31st. To get your Summer Youth Pass, you're first going to need a My TARC student ID card. So you come down to TARC headquarters. You can get that taken care of quickly for $5. And once you've got that, our friendly customer service folks here will be able to get you loaded up with the Summer Youth Pass right away. It is a great deal for any of our youth in town. If you're visiting friends, if you're visiting family, doing any of the great events that our city has to offer all summer long, it's a perfect way to be independent, free, move about the city, get where you need to go without having your parents have to take you. And again, it's only $30.
A JCPS middle school has become the first in the country to be accredited as a career academy. Cameron Middle School has received the Model Academy designation from the National Career Academy Coalition, which means its programming met the 10 national standards of practice for career academies. These standards were developed by nationally recognized education organizations from around the United States using research to determine best practices for effective academies in better preparing students for high school, college, and life success.
The first middle school in the nation to receive national accreditation by the National Career Academy Coalition for its Career Exploration Program. So congratulations, Cameron Middle School.
We made paper bridges out of paper and glue, and they had to hold a certain amount of weight and water.
We are honored by this recognition and remain committed to empowering our students with the skills, confidence, and creativity that they need to lead in this rapidly changing world.
It's helped me to narrow it down a lot, especially that first year when I get to experience all the pathways. They're all amazing and they're all so fun, but just having that assurance that healthcare is what I want to do helps a lot with being a little more confident in high school.
It really does help me though when it comes to like guiding me in the right direction because there's just so many options in high school.
Explore is a way that we allow all of our students that are in Explore schools to explore career and technical education. We do it through hands-on learning, problem-based learning. They get to see real, authentic experiences inside and outside of school.
We do a lot of different things in the engineering program. We make bottle rockets and launch them.
Of the 20 schools nationwide whose academies programs achieve model status from NCAC this year, 3 of them are from JCPS and our middle school. That's an independent validation of what we are doing here in JCPS. This is a collaboration between schools, community, business partners that is a national model.
When I went into 6th grade and I tried out the engineering pathway, it just kind of solidified what I was already thinking, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm passionate about. And once we were aligned with the goal, we would launch the ball.
I am Chris Sullivan. I am with Solid Waste Management Enforcement. What I do is enforce the ordinances set by Metro Council. We more so educate our residents in terms of how to properly set out their garbage, their yard waste, as well as recycling, and as well as making large item appointments. I maintain 4 zip codes. It can be anything as someone complaining about a mattress that was laid out in their alley. And best case scenario, a lot of times it was just where people are still confused with the old way that we used to do things, where we used to have a junk week. Been with Louisville Metro for 19 years now. Over my time at Louisville Metro, I've met a lot of wonderful people along the way and learned a whole lot about this city. And we have some really great residents that are very enthusiastic and very proud of their communities. It's a partnership that we all play a part in it, and we want to work in conjunction with our residents.
My name is Robert Kennedy. I'm an equipment operator. I've been with the city a year and a half. I love my job. I love the job. People are nice to work with. We get along well. Besides, other than driving trucks, I'm a sanitation engineer. To me, it means I clean up, I pick up whatever needs to be done. We do it. We take care of it. People here are easy to work with. They don't mind teaching you, and you learn by the employees and by your superiors. Today we're doing complaints. They give us these forms. We go pick up, clean up alleys or clean up front of the yard, whatever the address is on the complaint. We go to that address. We clean it up, whether it's the alley or front of your yard, or maybe on the expressway somewhere. Dial those 3-digit numbers, tell us you got a complaint, and they come take pictures of it, then they give it to us, and we'll come clean it up. Every now and then we see a customer, they walk past and say, "Thank you very much, appreciate what you do." It feels good. Well, they can make sure they put the garbage in their cans, or if they got a spot, or they put all what they want to pick up whenever they do the call in the complaint, make sure it's all in one general area. I like doing it, getting it done.
Mayor Greenberg is keeping the public informed with his weekly Mayor's Minute.
Hey Louisville, what a week it's been. I'm here at the future site of Norton Children's new pediatric hospital and care village. It's going to be an amazing addition to Norton's growing contribution to our healthcare community, saving children and helping them grow up healthy and safe. Also this week, we began the countdown to another world-class PGA Tour event coming to Louisville. In July, the ISCO Championship will be played at Hurstbourne Country Club. We also announced the first building for our downtown building conversion fund. The old Jefferson County Fiscal Court building is going to be transformed into 106 new residential units, 30% of which will be affordable. And you can join our commitment to public safety. This weekend, if you're interested, you still have time to apply to join the Community Safety Commission. Head to our website to learn more. We also announced 2 community listening sessions where you can share what you want to see in the Independent Monitor. And finally, the Cards are playing tonight in Omaha. Go Cards, let's win the World Series, and have a great weekend.
You're never at a loss for something to do in Louisville. Roseanne Maston with Louisville Tourism has suggestions for what you might enjoy this month.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Roseanne Maston with Louisville Tourism. Mark your calendar for a few of these events happening this week. The Summer Garden Jazz Series is in full swing Fridays and Saturdays in Nouville's New Lou Garden. Shows are weekly, both Friday and Saturday nights from 8 to 10 p.m. Real Steel on Whiskey Row returns on June 14th to showcase an impressive array of vehicles, live music, and vendors. This event is a car enthusiast paradise and will be held on the street from 100 East Main to 100 West Main. June 14th marks the Philippines Independence Day celebration, featuring local food trucks and vendors with delicious cuisine from various areas of the Philippines. The event will feature energetic Filipino-themed performances and retail vendors at 4th Street Live. Also on June 14th, the Sky Soul Festival lights up Waterfront Park with music, food, and cultural performances. The one-day festival runs from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. On June 18th, enjoy Gatsby at the Gardens. Stroll the grounds, enjoy light bites, sip on swanky cocktails, and dance the night away to the sounds of live jazz music. The drinks are cold, the jazz is hot, and the gardens are calling. June 19th is Ancestors Dream Juneteenth celebration at 4th Street Live. Showcasing the best of Black-owned businesses, you can enjoy live music, delicious food, entertainment, and a great vibe on this holiday. Get more details about these events and others at gotolouisville.com. Just click on the calendar of events.
Copper wire theft is robbing us of our safety. Thieves are targeting our essential infrastructure, darkening roadways, disrupting emergency services, shutting down internet networks, and causing over $1 million in damages just last year. Copper wire theft is illegal. Mayor Craig Greenberg's Copper Wire Theft Task Force is getting results, but your help is needed. If you see something suspicious, call Crime Stoppers at 502-582-CLUE. You could get a $5,000 reward. We went out on the streets of Louisville to ask people, what is the most notable piece of advice you have ever received?
A lot of men in my life, including my father, have given me great advice over the years. One of them is to always be honest, be truthful. Don't lie, because if you lie, you got to make up another lie to cover for the lie that you already talked about, right? And it just unravels after that. So always be honest, fair, and trustworthy in your dealings with people, and then always commit to your word. If you say you're going to do something, do it. And if you can't do it, just say, hey, I'm sorry, I can't do that. And I can find other solutions for you, but I just can't do that. And so if you adhere to those, you'll be okay.
It was supposed to happen because it happened, if that makes sense. Like, because it happened, it was supposed to happen.
And my best advice is just to let the dad be the dad. Don't try and take over. Let him be a father and raise his kids.
I don't know, don't be scared.
A couple of years ago, I was at the Kentucky Derby, and Derek Jeter's parents were there. And I had just had like my first boy, and he was a couple of years old at the time. And I kept asking Derek Jeter's dad what the best advice he had for me. And he was very humble, and he really didn't want to give me any because he just didn't want to make it seem like Derek Jeter's success was a reflection on him. So finally he just said to me, if I can give you any advice, is be your children's dad. You're not their friend, you're not their buddy, you have to be their father. And that's the advice he gave me, and I've never forgotten it.
Just be yourself, be authentic, continue to spread love, be kind, be giving, and just walk with faith, not by sight. That's all I gotta say.
Louisville Metro Animal Services has several dogs, cats, kittens, and puppies that are all looking for a good home. Thank you for watching Louisville This Week. Please share Metro TV with your family and friends and ask them to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X, and download our app on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire TV. Have a wonderful week.